Skarsnuten, getting drunk.
Skarsnuten.
Skarsnuten.
Not skart.
Skar. No, I always say Skarsnuten.
There's no T in the
middle.
middle.
No, it is not. Hang on. Wait.
It's not a go-kart. It's not go-snart. It's not snart, snoot, snooten.
Oh, I always thought it's...
Skarten
Oh, yeah, I always thought
it's...
Skarsnuten.
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 Yeah, Skarsnuten.
Well, because... hi. I didn't see you were there.
Well, hello.
Not like press the button, right?
Welcome to our show.
Yeah. Because Eleanor had her birthday.
Thank you.
It was about last week. Correct? No.
It was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yes.
But we only gave you a present last Sunday.
Yes. That was a week and a half ago. Does it matter now, does it?
It does not know.
No.
But we took you to Skarsnuten.
Yes.
Skarsnuten.
Yes, in Hemsedal.
And it was how did you like it?
Well, I liked it a lot. It was a surprise. I didn't catch anything. Like, I really didn't cop on at all. I genuinely thought that our friend wanted to dog sit for me for funsies. He had a hidden agenda for it, so...
Yes, he did. It was my idea.
And then I genuinely thought we were going to a restaurant that I fairly thoroughly enjoy, with almost no time to go there. And it wasn't. Even though they had put out balloons and everything, I thought it was for me.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. No, because me and Pavel, who doesn't listen to this podcast... So we made a surprise for Eleonore because she had a birthday. I'm not going to say how much.
39.
Right. So, but then I often go to a hotel called Skarsnuten.
Yay!
Thank you. I was nervous now. And it's in Hemsedal, which is about 35 to 40 minutes. It depends. Driving from Gol, where we live, which is fine.
Yeah.
And I go there... I swear to God, I was just gonna say I go there ganska ofta.
Oh,
honestly, and that's in Norwegian.
Pretty often.
Yeah. And I go there pretty often, and I really like it. And Eleanor liked it also when she saw the pictures and the stories and like overall stuff.
I've been wanting to go for a while,
and she really wanted to go.
Yeah.
So we thought, maybe that could be a present for Eleanor this year, because next year she's
40.
Yeah. So then let's just do something lighter this year, you see. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's next year I'm going to do my own thing, eh?
Yeah. So then we took her there. And we told her, we had a meeting before, which you don't know about.
Oh, obviously no.
Obviously not, because it was a surprise. And then we said we're going to take her to Skarsnuten. That's like a nice hotel on the top of the mountain. Not really on the top. It's just like on the like a cliff, let's say, of the mountain. Beautiful place.
Well, you go kind of like up the ski slope, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's on the top and on the cliff as well. So it's really nice. Like
really
pointy hotel on the top.
Really nice. Yeah.
And there is a huge spa and beautiful view of the tips of the mountains. Like gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yes.
So we said, because she was working that day, and then obviously since she has a Stella, so then...
AKA Beastie.
So then we decided that he would take her for the day just to dog sit. Just like, hey, I just need to have some, like, I just want to go for a walk. I'm going to take your dog since you are at work. So then she's not alone.
I fell for it.
And she fell for it, yeah.
Well done, yeah. Took the bait.
Absolutely. So then he picked up Stella. Then we actually went for a walk together with her and Ross, who is not here because he's being a bad boy today.
Naughty boy.
Who felt like a bag of potatoes today, by the way. I dropped him.
Not that high, though.
No, but I still dropped him.
It's fine.
Anyway.
He's alive.
We went for a walk. And then we texted her and called you even. I don't really remember.
No, he called me and said, all right. So he called me and said, she's all walked, she's all played, she's all good. We made reservations at this restaurant and you need to be there at 3:00. And I was like, well, excuse me, I'm off at 2:30 and I need to be able to make it down in half an hour. Okay, I might go in my uniform then. And then he was like, well, I hope not. And to
Because
make
that's
it.
not what we wanted. Like, we wanted her to go back home. Because when we went for the dog walk, we also had a little tiny bouquet of flowers and a letter that we put on Eleanor's floor at home.
Yeah, it
Like,
was really nice to
behind
come home to that.
behind
A birthday card,
a birthday card
Yeah.
where I said, be ready
At
at
exactly, yeah.
exactly 15:15. Shave your vagina.
Yeah.
Make your eyebrows on point.
Yeah. Because
P.S.
I paint them on, you see. They need to be
Yeah.
waterproof.
No, I said, and I remember I said,
Are you going into too much detail now?
no.
You can do it in broad strokes, you know. You don't
Sorry.
have to be like he said, she said, he said.
She. No, basically it was something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we needed her to go home, and so then luckily she did. But as she was driving through the centrum in Goul, then she was Easter time, and then she was driving through the centrum, and then she was passing by the restaurant we told her we're gonna go to, and then there was some random party going on.
They had decorated with balloons.
And they decorated with balloons, and then when she was passing by, she thought it was for her. I kind of wish you would just like go in like, yeah. That would be fun.
It would have been fun if I would be like, yeah, my friends are having a party for me here.
Yeah.
Obviously, the balloons are for me. They weren't.
And the funny thing was, because since it was the Easter time, so the pretty much the entire time was decorated with balloons.
Yes, so it wasn't just that restaurant; it was all of Goul.
Yeah. No, but
just for
maybe it was
Easter.
something private inside happening though.
I don't think so. No,
Oh, okay,
no.
right.
It was balloon everywhere
Yeah.
in Easter now. So, which
I mean, we
and
wanted
I
to pull it
love
off.
balloons, though.
Yes, you do.
I do.
We wanted to pull it off, but maybe not that much.
Which you did, you know. I mean, you tricked me, and then
Yes.
Okay. So to make a long story short, I come home, I find a birthday card with a wonderful message, and the bouquet of flowers. I go get my gear. I pack my bag. You
Shaved her vag, legs and stuff.
I didn't have to. It was already. Anywho. But you greeted me. You came, picked me up with a burger, and I was like, "Well, why? We're going to the restaurant."
Because I was thinking you might be hungry after work.
Which I was.
So then we went to Burger King. We bought you a burger.
You did.
And then we arrived with the car in front of her house with the windows down
and the music
then
pumping.
the music, the happy birthday music playing all over, and I was holding the balloons for her as well.
And so to make a long story short, we went to the jacuzzi, and it was nice, and we went home.
Well, that's very short. That's very short.
No, but the jacuzzi, I mean, and they have this kind of like, it's not an infinity pool, but it's kind of like an infinity pool with an outdoor jacuzzi. You're sitting there, you're looking at this snow-covered mountains, and you're drinking Prosecco. And if we had the time, we probably would have gone to the sauna as well. It was just absolutely smashing. Highly recommend it, people.
Yes, no, it's really good. But what I have to say, they changed it lately, because not so long ago you could be there for the same amount of money for 4 hours, and then you had, I think, 3 time slots.
Yeah.
Morning, lunch, and evening. Like morning, afternoon, and evening. And now I think maybe because of the holidays, or just because it's like worth, I don't know. So now you have but even before
Palm Sunday.
Yeah, but even before it was like that when I was there with Garas. So it was the same thing. It was like that. It was 4 slots.
Yeah.
And then so from 4.5 hours, all of a sudden you have 2.5 for the same amount of money. But anyway, we love
because it's popular, which we understand. Because it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, so then this is the hotel in Hemsedal, which is really popular though.
Mm-hmm.
It was gorgeous. Anyway, it's
perfect
really
day.
good. Absolutely
perfect
perfect
conditions.
Day.
Everything was good.
Yes.
Thank you.
No worries. No worries. The view is gorgeous. So then if you are from around or something, so please, or if you are thinking of going to Norway, please go there. It's gorgeous. I took my parents there actually, and they really liked it.
Good.
The
good,
same
good.
stuff. The same stuff. So that was your birthday. Yes, but you liked it, yes?
I did. I highly appreciate it. It was perfect though. The perfect amount of celebration as well, with the perfect amount of people.
2 people.
That I actually like.
You don't like anyone else?
No, I like lots of people.
But not that much.
Not as much as I like you.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we just give it a shout out to, like, if you are watching, which we hope you do, what are we wearing today, Eleanor?
Well, we actually been sponsored today, innit? It's kind of
Yes.
nice, eh? This
Mm-hmm.
is a super comfy outfit. I'm wearing shorts and a hoodie from Amundsen, Oslo. Amundsen wear. Super comfy, eh? Which is actually from a store that are listening to our podcast, and they were wondering if we would like to be dressed by them, and we
Yes.
say, no, of course.
Of course.
So Studefjell shop actually is providing us with the outfits today, and we are not hating it at all.
No, we actually like it very much.
Lots of nice stuff.
Lady's name is Ellie Simonsen.
Uh-huh.
So thank you very much, because this is something that I was looking at it because I really like stuff from Amundsen, which I actually have to say one thing, but also just so you see, you can comment on it in case they don't.
Gorgeous. The fit, the lining, the cut, and the colors, the everything, darling, gorgeous. She looks like she has a tan, and she doesn't.
So again, if you are not watching on the YouTube, you are really missing out on a lot.
Mine is the same but navy.
Yes, it's the so then we wear. I have like a orangey, reddy,
Orangey, corally,
some
rusty.
I don't know, like a bricky. It's like a brick color, really.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
depends on the light though.
It depends on the. Sorry,
but still pretty though.
Yes, it's very very nice. And Eleanor is wearing absolutely the same model,
everything the same, but navy.
In a navy color.
Yes,
like a dark blue.
Dark.
I always thought that navy it's like a dark green.
Dark green.
I thought that's a navy color. It's dark green.
No, it's not. That's army.
Well, oh yeah, of course. It's not the same navy and army.
No, the navy is wearing blue and the army is wearing green.
I thought that's the same.
Because the navy is on the ocean, the army is on land.
Right.
Well, nowadays the army is wearing sand color, I believe. No, not the Norwegian one. They're wearing green because they're hiding in the Norwegian forests, which are green.
They're hiding in the Norwegian forest.
Yeah, they're hiding.
I was just gonna say one thing about Amundsen, because when I not really arrived to Norway. I'm so sorry. I have to just adjust myself now since I was standing. I had the perfect position. No, because when I was when I arrived to Norway and I saw stuff and it said Amundsen.
Yeah,
as we say. So then in my country, so then I was like, why would someone buy stuff that says like Amundsen? Because in Czech, I don't know if you know that.
No.
But in Czech Republic, that's a brand of vodka.
Really?
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. Amundsen is a brand of vodka.
It's a vodka. I think it's a vodka or some kind of liqueur, like a really strong liqueur. So like when I saw Amundsen, I was like, it's just like wearing like a hat that says Heineken on it. Or Hansa, same thing. Hansa is a beer, by the way. So then I was like, why would someone even buy stuff like that? That, you know.
We're not being sponsored by Hansa, by the way, yet.
It's common. No, but honestly, like I was really confused. Like, why would someone even buy it? But now knowing that in Norway, it's actually very good quality, expensive
could
brand.
be like, for example, Gucci. That's also a last name, isn't it? Versace is also a last name. Amundsen is a last name. There used to be a beer in Norway called Amundsen that we used to buy in Lidl, and it was a cheap one, and it was it would taste differently each time. Yeah, it was always a lottery. Be like, well, how does this taste this time?
Why would it taste different?
Because it was fucking dirt cheap. It was like you never really. It was lottery. We loved it though, but you were never allowed to drink it. Like, if you had Amundsen, then you always had to drink that first in the evening, because then anything would be good after that, because it would be a decent beer to begin with when you're 20 and you're just in there to get drunk, you know, because it was super cheap. And but if you started with something else and then you took Amundsen, it would taste like someone dropped a pack of half-smoked cigarettes and dumped them in there. Like, it would taste like absolute shit. But if you started with it, then any other beer you would drink afterwards would be magical. It would be so good. So good.
How much did it cost? back then?
I don't remember, but there was two guys in the Storefjell staff accommodation that we had back in the days, and it was Robert and Anders, and they were
Anders.
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 They were stars. Robban och Anders.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the proper Scandinavian pronunciation.
Yes, 'tis indeed. And they would always buy a case of 24 beers each time, and they would save all the cases because you get a recycling fee for them when you return them. But they would do that once they left, like when they were leaving, resigning, and not working here anymore. And so they had all the walls full of these crates because we were 20. Yeah, and they would buy them, and I don't remember, but it was just ridiculously cheap, like really, really cheap. Because.
But I guess cheap beer will do, like when you were 20, 19.
Yeah, but you have to remember this is Norway.
Yeah.
Even cheap beer here is expensive.
Well, which is true.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely true.
Yeah.
I mean, just talking to my Czech people.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, like it's like in Czech for half a liter of a beer, of a draft beer.
Yeah.
You would pay, I think, I'm not sure, maybe it's like 60 crowns now. I'm not sure, but something like that.
60 crowns, yeah.
60 Czech crowns.
Also about 30 Norwegian then.
No, you go other way round.
Oh yeah, other way around. So 60 Czech crowns is 120 Norwegian.
No, other way around.
Expensive.
Other way around.
So 30 Norwegian then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cheap though.
Yes, but now, like here, the Norwegian beer, which is 0.4, it's not even half a liter.
Yeah.
It's 0.4. It costs 114, 115 crowns.
Yeah.
Norwegian crowns.
Yeah.
So in Czech crowns is times 2.5. Yeah, that's the one. It's
bad.
times
That's what it is. It's bad.
Yes, so that's really expensive. So then sometimes when you have the buses with the Czech tourists coming, they are literally bringing, like, I would come to them and be like, hey, do you want to order something, like a glass of wine or beer? It would be a straight no, because they see the prices, and they always, like, make the comments about, oh, no, we have a case of beer from Czech in the bus, or we have, like, the cartoon wine and
the
whatever.
bag-in-box.
Yeah.
I mean,
Chateau de Carton.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's, I mean, I understand how people do it. I still think it's rude that you tell, when you go to a hotel, that you say that you're bringing your own shit, though. I mean, it's like going to a restaurant and be like, you know what? Your food is expensive.
Yeah.
But I brought my own shit, so I brought my own dessert. Like, I'll pay for the...
I've got muffins in the car.
I got muffins in the car. I'm going to eat them on your premises afterwards.
It's rude, but then this is the thing, like when we were before, when we were talking, or when I was talking about a little bit of a Czech Republic and stuff, this is something that I'm, like, that's what I think about us, because we do that.
Yeah, but I don't think you're the only ones, though, because Norway is known all across the world for being very expensive, though.
Well, but it is. It's true. But
it is.
But people still drink.
They do.
Look at us.
Well, yes.
Yes.
But we're drinking at home.
Yes. Because, I mean, if you really want to go to Norway just for like a week, be like, hey, let's go to Norway. It looks awesome. Be ready to pay a lot of money, especially if you would like to go out and drink. Yeah. Wow. You can spend 2,000-3,000 Norwegian like that.
In one night, yeah. Easily.
In one night.
Easily.
Within a few hours.
So, I mean, I think that it's worth it because going out in Norway is really fun, but then you also need to pick the occasion because a regular Tuesday might not be so fun. Well, we would go out on Tuesday, but, you know, just a regular Friday. Because Norwegian people, we are aware that it is expensive, so we kind of stay home for a long time to warm up. And then we go out, you know? Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a regular Norwegian person, but I do the same thing.
You're regular enough,
Regular enough.
No, the only time we actually go out and like go out from the start is if there's a special event going on, like a festival or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like here in the small town that we live in, we have like local fairs, kind of like the sheep festival in September,
Which I
and
missed
we
last
have
year.
yeah, and then
Which I
we
missed.
have like the ghoul days and stuff
Yeah.
like that, which is really really nice. And those are the
Yeah.
occasion when people come out of their homes, they crawl out from the woodworks, and they go out and they meet, and they actually show themselves in daytime, and they stay the
And
entire
all of the
night.
sudden, like, this is always so funny because then I realize how many people actually live in Goul, because usually, but it's not like you don't see a person. But to be honest, in my neighborhood here, I feel like I live here alone.
Oh, we saw two neighbors today, didn't we?
We saw one with the dog.
Yeah, and well, then we saw two dogs who were also neighbors.
Oh,
We didn't see
true.
the owner, but we saw the dogs.
We saw the dogs. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but it looks super quiet. But I
Yeah.
mean, it isn't. And then when you go on days like those you just described,
Yeah.
wow, everyone is coming out of their shelves.
Yeah, really. I mean, and I love that though.
Mm.
It's real nice. That's what I like about living in a small town as well, when people do come out.
Mm.
And it kind of brings us to, because like we spoke earlier on with the whole, the 6 months of darkness and the D vitamin boost and all of that. Actually, uh, from yesterday till today, the night going till today, we went on daylight savings time, so we are now officially summertime. So the days are lighter. Well, the evenings are lighter actually.
Yes, the days are longer
The
and
days
the
are
evenings
longer,
are
yeah.
lighter. Yeah.
It's so nice.
And then when the last episode when I was talking about me traveling with my sister,
Mm.
so then it was a little bit. It's nice. It's amazing experience, but it can be a little bit irritating sometimes.
You kind of have to get used to it.
You have to
If
get used to it when you don't have a night.
Yeah,
And you have to
it's-
sleep in the daylight.
If you never experienced it, then it can really hit you hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited for it because everyone is getting fucking depressed lately
And
because of that.
but now you're going to see how people are just blossoming, because that's an effect of
Yeah.
having the sun and the longer days. Is
Yeah.
people are really coming out of their shells. They're happy. They're smiling towards each other. I'm not saying that people are grumpy and not smiling in wintertime, but it's hard. It's hard to go through a 6 months of darkness, and then it's not darkness, but it's short days.
Like very short days, though.
Very short days. I mean, there are people that have it way worse further up north, but but still, like, people are
still.
getting more open, more vibrant, more smiley and happy, and that's just amazing thing, though. And that's when I really recommend anyone who's never been to Scandinavia, or I mean, anywhere in the northern hemisphere, like far north, like even Canada would be, having the same effects. Siberia, I mean, I'm not sure I would recommend anyone. Well, not saying never been. It's probably a lovely place in summer.
I've never been. I don't
I
know.
hear it's still cold in summer, but it's not as cold. So I don't know.
I don't know.
But yay! So still, yay! We have summertime now.
And I really felt it today. Like I was in such a good mood. But like also because I have 4 days off in front of me now. Like finally, and I was literally arriving home, and I was honking, and I was like, woo! And by the way, I forgot to tell you. Do you know what happened to me today?
No.
I mean, it probably happens to like many of you, but I got pulled over by police.
Oh,
I got pulled over by
finally!
police. Yes, in front of my house, pretty much. Because since it was the daylight saving time, aka Easter in Norway now,
Well, that doesn't really go hand in hand.
It doesn't, but this time it
it's
did.
the big traveling day in Easter where people are going home
yes,
from Easter celebrations, and there's a lot of people who are breaking the law on a day like today.
exactly,
Yeah.
because we are in the middle between Bergen and Oslo.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at you in case you want to correct me, but it is pretty much like that.
It's not the middle, but it's close to.
That's what I did this.
Well, yes.
Like the air quotes.
Mhm.
Yes. So, so basically, so people are going from town, let's say from Oslo, to the mountains where we live. And on this day, they're pretty much leaving and going back to Oslo.
Yeah.
And since we're on kind of the main stream to that, and I was going on that same road, and I was just about to indicate, it was in the 60 zone.
Yeah.
And I was about to indicate, not about to, I was indicating already to
Yeah.
the left because that's my street
Yeah.
where I have my house.
Yeah.
And I was indicating, and then and I saw the police car, and everyone was surprisingly going 60.
Yeah, because nobody ever does.
No, and I was
Ever.
like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then I saw the police car, and then I was indicating, and then I saw the police standing in the middle, and then he just like pulled over, just pointing that one car
Yeah.
to the side. And then I was just like, yeah, they probably will see that I'm indicating to the left that I'm a local
Yeah.
and I'm going home, so they
Yeah.
were gonna let me go. They did not.
No, because that's usually a dead giveaway that, oh, shit, it's the police. I'm going to turn off here because I
Yeah.
don't want to go
Exactly.
to them. So it would be even more of
And
a
the funny thing is that
red
my
flag.
street is a blind street.
It's a blind street,
You can't
yeah,
really
so they
get
could
anywhere.
just walk up and get you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then he was like, and then he was just pointing me to that direction. I was like, wow. And I even took a picture, which I'm going to show you now.
Ah!
I can finally do that like a proper YouTuber.
Well, the thing is, because you've been talking about how, hey, I've never been in a police control before, kind
No,
of thing,
never.
and now it finally happened. So,
Yep.
yay!
I was pulled over by
Congratulations.
police once,
Yeah.
which if I will remember, you can remind me.
Yeah.
And I paid a huge penalty, not gonna lie. I paid it twice, double. But anyways, this time I've never been like stopped and blowing control, like for the alcohol test.
Yeah.
Never. So then I pulled over and I was like, oh, exciting. And I was driving from work, so obviously no alcohol.
No.
But still, this is the same
you still could have
feeling.
been on a bender last night, and then
Which I was
driving home
not.
today,
Yeah, no.
and still have it in your system. Like,
yeah,
way too much.
But you know the feeling when you're going through the airport and then you're going through the airport control and you know you're absolutely safe. You have no guns, no drugs, no, I don't know, you name
No
it.
balloon with cocaine hidden up your bum.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
you still go through and before you go through the control, you are super nervous that they're gonna find something.
Uh-huh.
So that's how I felt today. And I was like, what if? But like, where would I get it from?
Speaking of, did I tell you of the time I had to strip search?
No.
No? Okay, I was in...
Hang on. We will get back to that.
I'm sorry.
I haven't
It's
finished
good.
my blowing. It's not interesting, but to me it's super exciting.
Yeah, go for it.
And then they pulled me over, and then I really quickly took the picture, and I was like thinking, should I video myself maybe? Like, but then I was like, no, I'm not gonna be
Nah.
embarrassing. And then made me blow into the thing. So then I did for the first time in my life.
Mhm.
Obviously it was 0. And then he was just like, sorry. And then he was just like, thank you, have a good day. And I was like,
That's it?
yes. And I was also, let's not forget about the fact that we are in Norway and I'm only learning Norwegian.
Yeah.
So when they pulled me over, I was already thinking like, shit. And now should I talk, like I've got Norwegian car, Norwegian driver's license. Should I try to talk Norwegian? Should I talk English? I don't know. Then I had the internal conversation with myself.
Yeah.
Then I saw that he was coming. So then I just pulled the window down. And then he came and I was already preparing like, I'm just going to let him talk first, you see.
But he basically just stuck that in your face.
Basically, he just said, hi, this is a normal, like,
Normal promille control.
Yeah, promille control, blåse control,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Something blåse, he said.
Yeah.
Something like that. You see, that's how my Norwegian is. And then I was like, sure. So then I just blew in it. And he then said, okay, that's good. Have a good day. And I was like, sure. So then again, from that spot, that the street was right here, I just indicated left and I went home.
Yeah.
Basically in front of my house. Go, your story.
Well, actually, I have to say, I was stopped in controls like that twice, both in Goul, both within a short period of time, both on the bridge of like 50 meters from where I used to live. Both times I was, they were at the end of the bridge. I had to blow and then be like, okay, bye. And then 50 meters later, I park the car and I go up to my house right next to them.
Yeah.
But anyhow, yeah, no, I was going home from San Francisco. I'd been to America visiting my friend Sarah, beste Sarah, hello. And I'd been visiting her there, and I had a long flight from San Francisco to Heathrow, London. It was my very first time,
London.
very first time in Heathrow,
Mm-hmm.
never been there before, and I had a layover, and I thought that I had a good amount of time, and because I wasn't aware, I was aware that Heathrow was large.
Yeah.
I just wasn't aware that it was that large and that my other gate was that far away. So I get off the flight. I've been flying all night, and so my first thing is to go into a bathroom and just freshen up a bit, because I had the disgusting air, and I was just blech,
the clammy feeling.
yeah,
on the skin and
as
stuff.
you are, you're kind of blah, blah, like that. And then I got out from the bathroom after I freshened up from that blah, and I believed that I had the most time in the world. I wasn't slow. I wasn't going in sloth mode, But once I found out where, because everyone that I went with the flight on, they were gone. Like everything was empty when I came out from the bathroom, and
Scary.
I know, and I wasn't there for that long. But I come out, it's empty, and I was like, shite. Okay, well, okay, I guess I need to go that way. Turns out I have to take a bus, like to a different zip code, basically. Yeah, far, far away, eh? And once I arrived to the other terminal, say for example that I was in Terminal 2 and I was going the next one in Terminal 10, if that's a thing in Heathrow, I don't remember. But far, far away. Once I got to that terminal, that's when I saw all the people that had been on the flight that I was on, and I was at the very back, and I was looking at the time, and I was like, shit, I'm not going to make it. I am really not going to make it because they all go through security, and I think there were 2 security posts actually. So I was standing there, and I was getting more and more stressed, which is a red flag when you're in the in the
Absolutely.
in the airport. And I actually asked one of the security guards. I was like, "Excuse me, I just wonder because my flight is leaving from there and there, and I have so much time, and I'm getting really really stressed right now. I've never been there before, like, and I don't know, like, how long will this take me? Because I see this line isn't moving, and I will miss my flight." And he's like, "Yeah, it's quite a bit you need to go, but it's fine. I can actually you can skip this part, so I didn't have to go through security there. You can skip this part, and I can like guide you up the stairs, and then you can go to the other security point." And I was like, "Oh my God, you're a saint. You
Wow.
are a saint. Thank you so much."
Yeah.
And I was super, super grateful.
Mm-hmm.
And so he guides me up the stairs, and he points me in the direction of the correct security checkpoint. Once I get there, there's again a line. And I still don't know how far I've got to my gate because, in airports, your gate is always at the very end, especially when you don't have time. And you kind of want to
Of
go on
course,
one of
it's
those
always
carts.
the last one.
Yes, it's always the last one.
Ah.
And I'm going through security, and I'm like, there's a male and a female officer standing there. And the male, he's kind of like a jokey kind of guy, so he's taking the piss out of things, and I totally cop on, so I'm taking the piss back at the same time as I'm stressed. And then we go on the search, which is the lady cop is doing, lady officer. So she searched me, and I'm very accommodating. I'm lifting everything they want me to lift. I take off my shoes. I do all of that. And it's not really beeping that much, though. But they say, you're going to have to come with us. And I'm like, yes. And I'm like, why? No, we just need to do some additional search. And I was like,
what the hell? This is exactly what you need, right? When you're rushing.
exactly. And I'm super stressed because of the time. And so they bring me into a room. A closed room, and they
Yeah.
say I need to take off my clothes.
Like completely? Commando?
No, and I take off my clothes to my underwear, and I say, and I explain to them, like, I am really really late. I just came on a long flight. I'm really late. Like, I will take off every single thing I have, every thread, and you can search me wherever, but I need to know, is it far to get to my gate after this? Like, just get your shit done. I swear I have nothing there, but that's up for you to find out, whatever. But is it far away? Like, once we're done, will I make it?
Put the stick in my bum, but is it far away?
Put your finger up there, but is it in my, like,
with the
Is
glove?
it far? Yeah, exactly. And the lady, she was like, "No, it's fine. You don't have to, like, just keep your underwear on. It's fine. It's fine. You can get dressed again. We believe you. It's clear you don't have any drugs on you. You're just a stressed traveler."
You just got a big boobs.
Yeah. Which the male one was actually joking about. But yeah, no. And then it turns out my gate was actually like the third one. It was just around the corner.
Nice.
Because I asked the lady, I was like, if any chance, like, could I sit on one of those lorries, like the trolley, the
Yeah.
cart?
Yeah.
Could you drive me there?
Hang on. Isn't that for the pensionist?
Or 25-year-old poor women who are super stressed out at Heathrow. Yeah.
But is it faster than walking? Isn't it going like a normal
people
small
move.
speed?
People move. No, it's going faster than walking. Going like jogging speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Jogging.
people move. And also it helps that the driver of that one actually knows where they're going instead of me being
Very
all...
true. Very true.
Oh, everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I get to the gate and I'm thinking I'm super late. And then I find like people sitting there reading the newspaper and I'm asking the flight attendant at the door, I'm like, am I too late? Like seriously, I'm basically running to the third gate and I'm like, am I too late? She's like, no, no, you got plenty of time. Would you like a newspaper? And I was like, no.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Yeah, no, I didn't. No, no, no. But I nearly got like the whole like finger up the bum thing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish you would. I would like to.
Yeah, because that would have been a story.
I would like to hear that. Yeah, I've never been through such thing. But
Yeah.
speaking of planes,
Yeah.
I've been through. Have you ever missed a plane?
No, but I nearly did once because they called my name in the airport. Actually,
Well-
they held the plane for me.
Well, I managed to be first of all cold.
Yeah.
I was going to Thailand, and second of all, I managed to miss 2 flights in a row.
Oh,
In the row.
then you're making an effort.
Fuck, what an experience. It was my father's 50th birthday. So it was like, it's not like you're just going to, just to say hi to your family. It was kind of an important thing. And back then I was just dating someone back then. And long time ago. And we said we're gonna go. And we left way too late. I was living with my friend Camilla.
Mm-hmm.
Camilla.
I also have a friend, Camilla.
I was and then I remember then she came back from not from work but something, and then I was still at home, and I imagine I was living in England in Tunbridge Wells, and then we would have to go to Stansted, I think, which is about, I don't know, 1 hour plus, like 1.5 plus hour driving.
I've spent some time there.
No.
Yeah.
So and then but then also you need to have some time before you board. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember she came home and I was still there. And she was like, "Aren't you leaving today?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm still waiting for that." And then she was like, "But are you gonna make it?" And I was like, "I mean, I don't know." And I was already pissed off.
Yeah.
And then eventually we got in the car, and then we were driving. Obviously, we arrived, obviously late.
Yeah.
It was already like late.
Yeah.
And then and I was crying, and then he was like stressing, and he was super aggressive and angry and stuff. And then we went to the lady to ask, like is there another flight to Czech Republic, like, because we really need to leave.
Yeah.
But luckily we had a day ahead, so it was fine.
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, there is the identical flight,
Yeah.
like everything is like absolutely the
Same time, everything. Tomorrow.
but it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're like, cool, fine. So then we bought new tickets. Then we went back home. Then we slept. Then we left on time. Then we came to the airport on time.
Yeah.
As she said.
Yeah.
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 They were just taking the morning selfies in the airport, like,
dear
like
Lord.
having the breakfast
Yeah.
and the eggs and
Take
whatever,
your
the
sweet
beer.
time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And still in my head it was like, is the identical flight as it was yesterday.
Yeah.
You already see where I'm going with that.
Yes.
Obviously it was I think it was 1 hour earlier than it's supposed to be. So then we finished the breakfast, and I was already texting my parents like, yay, like we made it, whatever. And then I found out that the flight is boarding, and the boarding is closed, like a closing soon.
No.
It was like the boarding was like blinking already, that it's almost
last
over.
call.
Yeah, the last call. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the one. Shit. So then we run to the gate.
Oh, and it hurts so bad to run.
And then this is the worst feeling. Yeah, you don't want to run at the airport when you're trying to catch your plane.
No.
And then we were running to the gate, and then closed it right in front of us. And then that was me. And then it was like, well, and I was like, well, please open it. Like we are right here. Like the people are right there. Like it's just the glass door.
Yeah.
Like they're right there.
Yeah.
Like no, it's like that's it.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to open the door. So then I was the Karen.
Oh.
And I was like screaming at the guy, and I was super upset. And what's going on, girl? And then I was super upset, and then he didn't let us. And then we went to complain, be like, hey, like we were here, and then she told us, and blah, blah, blah. But you have to check your flight ticket, what you buy. You know, they were right. They were
Yeah,
absolutely
but they must have
right.
had a bad day though.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then he didn't want to let us, blah, blah, blah. And then the guy said, because we said, like, this is the second flight we missed. And then he said, okay, you can be here on the standby because there is one more flight going to Prague this evening. But you have to be at the airport, and then you will be the last people boarding.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if there's gonna be a place, you can get on that flight.
Yeah.
So when we spent the entire time, the entire day at the airport, or the
At the
afternoon.
gates.
No, well, at the airport.
Yeah.
Pretty much, because we had like 7 hours.
Oh yeah.
So that we were just like chilling at the airport, whatever. And then they said that there is a space, so then we can go on the flight. So then we did, but there was no space for the hand luggage anymore because we only had hand luggage. So then we had to put it down. And one important thing that I didn't say, since it was my father's 50th birthday, that's what I said that, because I had money for my dad in the suitcase because I was using it as a bag pretty much. I had it with me all the time. I'll get back to that. So then we had to put the luggage down in the plane, on the plane.
Yeah.
Then we flew to Prague, to Czech Republic. And then I was like, fine, we have to, because I live like 2.5, 3 hours from Prague.
Yeah.
Like I have to go down.
Yeah.
So then we arrived at the airport in Prague, and I was like, we have to quickly get the taxi and then go to the train station because this is the last train going down there.
Yeah.
And the next one is going at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So then we knew exactly what we were gonna do. We were like running, like jumping over people, over suitcases, like you can imagine that.
I've done that.
Just like you're imagining it in your head, that's exactly how it was.
I think a lot of you have done that. Yeah.
Yes, there was a taxi. The taxi opened the boot and just take us to the main train station. And then he was like, and I was like, how much is it gonna cost? And I was going, and he was like, whatever, I don't remember. And then I didn't have any money. I just had my British card.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm gonna use the Czech money.
Yeah.
Because back then they didn't take cards. I don't know if they do now, but
Yeah,
they
yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
You have to pay cash.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna take the money that I have for my dad, and I'm just gonna take some more later.
Yeah.
I opened the suitcase quickly, reached in to the pocket.
No.
Money gone. And money was stolen from the suitcase. 10,000.
10,000.
10,000.
Oh, that
So
hurts.
then I was like, fuck. And then we had to just take the stuff out.
Yeah.
Then he left, the
Yeah.
guy or whatever, took
Yeah.
someone else. Then we had to stay the night at the airport because I don't know. There was probably no ATM. I don't really remember, but there was no way for me to get that money at that time.
Yeah.
So we spent the night at the airport. Then obviously I went to the police and I told them, and I was like they now, like I had the money in England, but the money's gone.
Yeah.
And then he said there is nothing we can do
No.
about it.
No.
So then we spent the entire night, just to make long story short, we spent the entire night at the airport, and then in the morning we could go easily for the train.
Yeah.
Then we went all the way down, and then the celebration of my father's 50th birthday was on that day. So
Yeah.
then with no sleep, super stress, blah blah blah. I don't know how many hours at the airport we spent, both airports and stuff. It was fun. I was drinking so much Slivovitsa, by the way.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get drunk. That's how tired I was. That the body just was like...
Slivovitsa is very potent. Very, very potent. So, yeah, you must have been really tired on that one.
Yes, but I was so tired from that. So then when I was drinking such a strong alcohol, I wasn't even getting drunk.
No, because you were tired.
Because I was so tired.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Oh, it's an awful feeling being that tired.
Absolutely. So that's my story with the airport.
Oh, cool.
And I don't ever wish anyone to miss the flight because this is the worst feeling ever.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's the type of running that you do when you're that late is, you get the blood taste in your mouth and it's just absolutely awful
And
because you have the stress involved with it. It's one thing if you're doing it for exercise, running that friggity frogging fast, but then at least it's, it's for a good cause. And it's for exercise, and you're not stressed. So it's
and you are ready for it.
And you're ready for it. Yeah, you chose it yourself, eh?
You don't have a full-on makeup and jeans and flip-flops.
No, awful,
Terrible.
Awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure lots of you have been through being late to planes and trains and Ferris wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also one more thing, just to not talk about that anymore. Don't you have your concert? By the way, don't you have a concert on the Solo on 14th of April?
Well, I might have a gig coming up. It's not a concert. It's not me on stage. It's me on stage.
It is you on stage.
On stage.
Stage.
On stage. Yeah. No, actually, yours truly joined a choir a few weeks ago. A gospel choir.
It's not
even.
a few weeks ago. It's like 2 months.
Which is a few weeks in the long.
Few is
in the
two.
in the big picture, isn't it?
Few is 2.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, but I did anyways, and it so happens to be that one of the songs is going to be performed by myself with the choir. Obviously, I mean we're all in. Yeah.
But are you gonna be the one standing like? Can you just explain for people they don't know what choir is? Can you just explain?
Choir
what it
is lots of people singing together, in unison or in different keys, different parts. Is really pretty, and gospel is very happy. It's from church, but choirs often, not all the time, but often are. And since I'm a happy peppy person and gospel is usually quite happy peppy, kind of suits me.
Yeah,
I think it's fun.
But it doesn't mean that you are religious, does it?
No, me personally, I'm not. But it doesn't mean that I can't sing the songs, though.
No, but I'm not religious either. I'm just saying, like, since you mentioned the church.
Yeah. No, it's just a forum, really, to me. But it's very social. It's really, really nice, though. And I used to do it growing up. Like, I was in a choir, I was in a cappella groups, I was in bands, I was singing, I was always doing something. I was in musicals, all of that, for most of my childhood and youth. So for, like, a couple of decades, basically. And then I just stopped. I haven't been doing it for about 20 years, even. And now I picked up again, and I love it. And there's a concert, and you're going to it.
I am. And I'm planning on to videoing it for you guys, so then you can actually see it. And it brings me back to my last question to you. Don't you want to sing for us at some point one day?
No, that'll be a no.
Why not? I thought it's going to be a straight yes.
No, for now that'll be a no. I want to keep it. I want to keep it to myself.
I disagree.
Well, I mean, I do have a platform that I sing on, and eventually I might share what it is, where you can find it yourselves. But right now it's not. No, I mean you've heard it, and it's you're happy. But yeah, eventually I'm gonna share it, but not right now. I mean, if you find it, you find it. That's fine, But yeah,
it's great though. So if you are local and you don't know about it, or if you are not local and you would like to fly to Gul, to Norway, just to see.
Catch the flight, take the train, come all the way.
3 hours on the train from Oslo, and then go to Gul on the April 14th.
We will bake for it.
And she's gonna have us. How is it gonna take a long time for you to sing, or is it gonna be like 3-minute thing?
Well, it's a song.
It's a full on song.
It's a full on song.
Wow, like just you.
No,
and then some people in the back.
Me with the choir.
Yeah. But you are the one singing.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the people, they go like ooh. Or what? I don't know how to imagine that.
No, I mean they go ooh. They do.
Yeah.
But they do. They sing the words. I mean, it's just that
along we're going with you.
Yeah.
All the way.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
So do they just
some of the words I do all by myself.
It's like most of the words you sing alone, and some of them they join.
I mean, have you heard a choir?
No.
No. Okay, so to describe it, then think of Sisters Act 2 with Lauryn Hill and Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, hang on. Are you gonna wear wear the yes?
Yes.
The oh my god. White?
No.
Purple?
Yes.
With the cross?
I think it's purple.
With the cross?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Oh my god.
No, not the cross. No, but in when Lauryn Hill is singing "Joyful, Joyful," for example, and she starts with a solo, and the wailing, She does all of that, and then the choir joins in, and then it's all happy and woo applauding. We can't applaud though because we're holding onto microphones. We will fake applaud to make you guys applaud.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's how it goes. That's how you do it. But I have to say though, I mean, it's only one song for me. There's plenty of other soloists that day. It's not that special for myself.
What do you mean it's not special? Like, when was the last time you had a solo on the stage? There you go. She has to think. That's you know.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Well, you have to
I
think.
guess last time I sang karaoke.
It's a long time ago. That doesn't count.
Nah, it doesn't count. No, it doesn't. No, it's been a while. But
Is
I'm super excited.
Me too.
It's gonna be so much fun. So much fun.
I think I'm actually off on that day.
Yes, you are. Everyone's off that day because we're closing the hotel.
We are?
Yeah, no one has a reason not to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not true because I checked the schedule.
No, we're closing after checkout.
Not on that day because I saw that on
yes,
that.
we are.
On that day I saw there are some people working in the restaurant.
Well, then it's a cleaning day because it's a lie. We're closing.
We have 25 people.
No. Never mind.
Yo, sorry.
Come on.
Sorry.
Sorry. On. All right. Well, anyhow, yeah. So that's going on, and yeah. So choir funsies. I'm just really glad to be back in action again. Like to actually like actively do it again. I've been missing it so long.
Yeah. Then I'm glad. I'm happy for you, and I'm very glad. And I will be there.
And you will cry.
Yeah, I will because I am a professional crier.
Yes.
If you would like to order me for funerals, weddings, and stuff such as,
I can cry on command.
Me too.
Yeah.
You just have to pay me money, so then it's worth it.
Yes.
But I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I will definitely take some. Is it allowed to take pictures and video?
I think so. Yeah.
Because you never know.
Well, I don't know about the other people in the choir though. If they're okay with you sharing it on social media, but
what if
you can zoom in on me.
What if they're not going to consent?
You can blur everybody else out.
And I can just zoom on you.
Yeah.
The proper Karen.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. So one more time. 14th of April 2024, in case you are listening to this podcast in 13th of April 78.
Yeah, and you live in Singapore.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Yeah, you got to jump on a flight.
You should order. Because, I mean, mentioning the Singapore, we've got new fans.
Yeah.
We saw. Because before we were naming people from different countries they are following us.
Yeah.
And today, before we started to record the podcast, we found out we've got new fans in Singapore and Japan.
Woohoo!
So hi, Singapore and Japan.
Whiny.
Hi.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whiny is I love you in Japanese.
Whiny.
So,
yes. Thank you. And the next episode, because we're talking for way too long.
Yeah, we were like, we're doing a shorter one today, and then,
Oopsie.
Oopsie whoopsie. Yeah.
But we are, so the next episode, because we decided not to do it really every single Monday, but do it like as we want.
Yeah,
which
a little
doesn't
bit more
mean
often than every other week, because we kind of feel that it's too long in between the episodes.
Yeah.
We are too excited to make it, so it's going to be a little bit more often now.
A little bit more often.
I'm going to terrorize you with more.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And as usual, please follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok.
Yes, it's out there now.
It is.
It is indeed.
Monali Talks, all one word, no dots. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we will see you
next time.
Bye.
Woo. Bye.
Bye.